Over the past 5 years, there's been a massive increase in our collective awareness about the importance of proper posture. And in that time, an entire industry has sprung up to capitalize on that awareness by providing so-called solutions to the problem, like the device that I'm wearing here. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's wrong with these types of devices and give you a simple two-step solution that targets the root of this problem so that you can actually fix your posture. The way that posture devices like this one work is simple. It's that for anybody who has the very common postural pattern where their head is poking out in front of their body, their shoulders are internally rotated, and their middle back is excessively rounded, we're going to attach straps to the front of their shoulders and then use either elastic or some kind of pulley system to yank the shoulders back like this in hopes of correcting the problem. So what's wrong with that, you might be saying? Well, the creators of these types of devices seem to be under the impression that it's tight muscles on the front of the body that pull people into postures that look like this. And that notion is fundamentally flawed, and I can prove it to you. So let me give you a little quiz. When you bend forward to touch your toes, which muscles are responsible for pulling your torso down towards the floor? Is it A, your abdominal muscles, B, your big powerful hip flexors, or C, do both of those muscles get to take a break during that movement because gravity's already pulling you downward? If you answered C, you're absolutely right. Gravity does a fantastic job of pulling us down towards the floor. In fact, it's pulling us downward all day long. And it's the muscles on the backside of our body that are responsible for resisting that downward pull and maintaining upright posture. Which is why passive interventions like this that are designed primarily to stretch tight muscles on the front of the body and offload stress from the muscles on your back are not the way to go. It's very likely that relying on a device like this for an extended period of time would lead to increased weakening in the muscles that are responsible for holding you up and a deterioration of your posture. The reality is that you'd be way better off taking whatever time and money you were going to spend on this crap and instead put it towards strengthening and increasing the endurance of the muscles whose job it is to hold you up against gravity. So if you're spending a lot of time each day in flexion-based activities, these are activities where your arms are out in front of you and your head is down. Think like texting or working on a laptop computer. The last thing in the world that you want to be doing is strengthening your muscles in the direction that you're already spending so much time in. What you want to do instead to promote functionality and muscle and joint balance in your body is strengthen the muscles in the opposite direction so that you pull your body into an upright position and out of that fetal position that we spend so much of our day in modern society. So what I want to do now is give you guys a couple of simple exercises that you can use to strengthen the muscles that'll pull your shoulders back and down and your spine into a strong upright posture. The only equipment that you're going to need for this is an exercise band and something low and sturdy to anchor to, or if you've got one of these nice sets of exercise bands like from Body Elastics, it comes with a very handy door anchor, and that's what I'm going to be using here. The first exercise that I'm going to show you guys is called the face pull. This is an awesome exercise for strengthening the muscles of the shoulder that externally rotate, that pull your chest into an open position, and for strengthening the anti-gravity muscles of your spine. These are the muscles that are responsible for holding us upright all day long. So what you're going to do is set your anchor low to the ground, take one end of the band in each hand just like this, and your knuckles are going to be facing the anchor. So almost like you're riding a bicycle. From there, you're going to take an athletic stance. Both knees are slightly bent. You're on the ball of the foot of the back leg, and then you're just going to pull up and out. Point the arms towards the anchor, pull up and out. You're pulling this center point here directly to your forehead. That's why it's called a face pull. Up and out. One of the key points on face pulls is to go slow and steady throughout the motion. Just want to make sure that starting off pointing at your anchor, you're coming up and squeezing for a second at the top, pulling your shoulder blades back and down, keeping the neck long the whole time, pointing back to your anchor spot. Neck stays long, you're not shrugging the shoulders upwards. When I teach this in the clinic, I always tell people that the bone in one arm should run straight across to the bone on the other side at the top position. And that line should run parallel to the floor. Think about it like you're trying to show off your muscles to somebody who's standing behind you and you're on the right track. Now, face pulls work best in high repetitions. So what you're gonna be shooting for here is 15 to 30 reps, slow and steady with that 1 second hold at the top. Make sure you set up your resistance accordingly so that you can hit that higher number of reps. Because some people have difficulty getting their arms into the position to do face pulls, what I want to give you now is a much simpler alternative. This movement is called the pull through, and the setup for it is almost identical. Again, you're going to take the same band setup low in the door. One end of the band is in each hand. You're taking that overhand grip like you're riding a bicycle. Difference here is your feet are going to be side by side, about 4 inches apart here. You're going to start off with your arms pointing to the spot where you're anchored, and you're going to pull through like you're trying to get your arm as far back behind you as you possibly can while keeping your chest upright the whole time. So again, squeeze, pull through. Your shoulder blades should feel like they're almost coming into contact with each other while you're doing this. So you're squeezing behind you. Squeeze for a second there. Keep the chest up tall the whole time. Head is upright, and back to pointing at your anchor. Squeeze through, all the way at the top, and back to your anchor. Squeeze through, and back to your anchor. It's important that you don't raise your shoulders when you're doing this. You want to pull through, keeping the neck long and the shoulders anchored downward the whole time. This exercise works best in a high repetition setting. So what you're aiming for here is 20 to 30 repetitions, and you want to set up your resistance accordingly so that you can hit that number of reps. Increasing strength and stamina in the muscles that hold you up against gravity is absolutely crucial for achieving optimal posture and maintaining the health of your spine. If you want more information on the best way to do that, click the link in the right-hand corner of your screen now for a video that talks all about it. Beyond that, I just want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button and the subscribe button before you head out of here, and I'll see you next time.